What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we are on the test server here, and we'll be doing a play test on one of the brand new Assassin's Creed champions, Edward Kenway. He is going to be from the Bannerlords faction, and he is going to be a Force Affinity attack-based damage dealer. Pretty good base attack here, 1575 to start, 101 base speed. He's one of the faster guys here with the boosted crit damage as well, so good to see. And a little bit of accuracy to boot, and we will need that accuracy for his kit. Check out his kit here. I think it's one of the better kits in terms of just overall viability for a single champion. He has a triple hit on his A1, 100% chance when fully booked of decreasing the turn meter by 15% per hit, which is pretty crazy. So that can be 45% decreased turn meter. Each hit will decrease the target's turn meter by 25% instead if the attack is critical. You definitely want to give him 100% crit rate. So he's going to be pushing back turn meter by 75%. This effect cannot be resisted if this champion is under Veil or Prevail, so it does take away the accuracy requirement. Let's move on to his A2, Fan the Hammer. 3-turn cooldown when fully booked, attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit steals all buffs from all enemies, decreases each enemy's turn meter by 20%. That's really, really good, guys. This effect cannot be resisted if this champion is under Veil or Prevail, so again, putting away the accuracy requirement. And then the second hit places a sleep on all of them and then will ignore block debuffs if the attack is critical, which it will be, so it will ignore block debuffs. And the effect will ignore accuracy, so you won't need accuracy on your side if you have Veil or Perfect Veil. Very, very solid ability. Usually this type of ability should go on a support champion, so for it to be on a damage dealer, that's really, really nice to see. I'm not expecting crazy multipliers from this because honestly it's just a really high value ability. If it has good multipliers, even better. So let's check out his A3 here. Between the Eyes, 5-turn cooldown, 3-turn when fully booked, which is really nice. Attacks one enemy before attacking, places Perfect Veil, on this champion as well as any other assassins on the team for 2 turns. So he is a little bit of a synergistic champion with the other assassins. So far, none of the assassins really share too much synergy with each other, but Edward here does give them Veil, which is very, very important. This ability will ignore shield, stone skin, and block damage, and then he places block revive if he kills the target. That's really, really important. He ignores all of the big protection buffs, and then he will block revive them, which is amazing. Unfortunately, no extra turn mechanic, but hey, we can't ask for everything here. It is on a 3-turn cooldown, which is very, very amazing. He does come with the same assassin passive as everybody else. Once you cross the 25% HP threshold, he'll do some additional damage based on his attack, which is great. And he has an additional passive here. Each hit inflicted by this champion. So he has a triple hit here, he has a double hit here. He has a lot of hits. He has a 50% chance of placing a 100% ensnare. So ensnare basically just takes away the effectiveness of turn meter boost. In this case, it's going to be a 100% reduction on the target for 2 turns. Whenever this champion kills an enemy, place a 100% ensnare debuff on all enemies. Decrease their turn meter by 20%. This effect cannot be resisted if he's under Perfect Veil. This champion inflicts 20% more damage against targets under ensnare. Pretty nuts. It's a really, really good passive. Obviously, it requires accuracy, but if you have Veil on him, a lot of this stuff, a lot of this accuracy stuff really does go away. And he does place Veil on himself on a 3-turn cooldown, which is really good. And it's for 2 turns. So like I said, his kit reads really well, and it's one of the most cohesive kits out of all the Assassin's Creed characters. I really hope that he shows up as a guaranteed champion somewhere down the line, because I think he would be pretty cool champion to have. Anyways, let's jump into my build here, and I'll talk you guys through how I built him out. Alright guys, so this is my Edward. We got him in the pretty standard lethal and stones skin build here. Now for Edward, building him with attack, crit rate, crit damage is obviously a high priority. You also want speed on him as well. In terms of having accuracy, you don't really need accuracy on him, because as long as he has the Veil on him, all of his abilities that require accuracy are covered. And the fact that he can put Veil on himself on a 3-turn cooldown is actually really, really nice. But we still have a little bit of accuracy here based on having the 5-star blessing. I assume that he will probably have a event for his 5-star blessing somewhere along the line, and he definitely benefits from that, getting the additional crit damage, additional attack, and accuracy here, just in case his Veil does get taken off for whatever reason. Let's check out his total stats here. 7.8k attack, 45k HP, 103 crit rate, 361 crit damage, 328 accuracy, 293 speed. So obviously very end game stats here. We do have the 5-star blessing, like I said. We do have Faction Guardians, but they're not fully filled out, so I'm missing 10 speed here from Faction Guardians, so that could definitely boost up his stats a little bit more. And if you get the 6-star Blessing, you can get some additional speed as well. 6-star Blessing, definitely go for Crushing Rend. We went for Lightning Cage here just to protect his Veil, protect his Stone Skin from getting stripped off. But you can also go for a more damage dealing Blessing, like for example, Reaper could definitely be useful. But I think for this meta, I kind of like Lightning Cage. For the Relic, we did go big here with the Cat's Gaze. Now, any kind of damage dealing Relic would definitely help him. The fact that he doesn't have any Ignore defense in his kit, so having a little bit of Ignore defense here definitely will be helpful for him so that he can deal some more damage. In terms of the masteries here, we'll check it out here. I did go down to Helm Smasher. We took some additional damage to shields. We took additional damage on his first hit. And then for the support, went down to Master Hexer to get some extra duration on his debuffs, such as the Ensnare. And then we did go down to Lasting Gifts so that he may get an extra turn on his Veil for a 3-turn Veil, which would be pretty sweet. Psycho Magic, very important for him, just in case you can get back to his A3 a little bit faster. Go over the individual pieces here for you guys. Just focus on crit rate, crit damage, speed, and attack if you can. Like I said, accuracy is not totally necessary on him. But it's not completely wasted, right? So I'm just going to show you guys some of the gear pieces here. So we got accuracy on the shield. And then in his glove, we're just going for attack, speed, crit damage. Chest, same thing. Speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack. Boots, same thing. And then we got the ring, focus on attack, crit damage. We do have accuracy here. We didn't pick up any attack substats. That would have been more ideal. And then we have this pretty nice banner here with attack and speed. So pretty juiced up Edward Kenway here. So hopefully you can hit hard and impress. Obviously, if your gear is not at the same level, scale it down a little bit. You'll just be handling, slightly lower difficulty than what I'm able to handle. So let's take him into the arena and see what he can do and how he performs. All right, let's take him in here against Sendra's team and see if we can actually snipe down this UDK. Not a lot of teams are running UDK on the test server. But let's see, a very popular champion with Stone Skin. Let's see what we can do against it. We're bringing Arbiter here for the increased attack. I figured increased attack would probably be really, really important and probably a little bit more common. So you can definitely pair him up with Arbiter. Pretty good pair up. We do have the A3 here between the eyes. Let's see how well this hits. It doesn't have Ignore defense baked into the skill. So we do rely on the set and our Cat's Gaze for some additional Ignore defense. Let's see how it does against the UDK here on 1-time speed. And Veil applied and pop 108k damage, and then the Ensnare web gets splashed on everybody. That's super cool, by the way. Super, super cool. Let's shut down the Wukong so we don't get blasted. Then let's come back and let's try the AoE now, I believe. Okay, Kenway, let's try the AoE. So first hit, deals all buff from all enemies, decrease turn meter by 20%, cannot be resisted. So he's under Veil right now, which is really good. He still has 2 turns on it, so which means we landed the 3-turn Veil. The second hit has 75% placing sleep. Okay, so 1-time speed, let's see what we can do. Boom, boom, and then sleep. Irresistible sleep. Not bad, but sleep is generally not a very good debuff. Let's see if we can one-shot this Islan. This guy is a healing machine. Look at him heal. Super annoying heal here. See if we can one-shot him with our big old gun cannon. Okay. Okay, he's healed up to full HP. All right, increase attack. We still have Veil up. Oops. Okay, we don't have increased attack now. I guess I've messed that up a little bit. And I guess we don't have the A3 back. Let's get the A3 back and then see if we can snipe down this Islan. Can we one-shot him? Okay, now we got increased attack. Necrit's not necessary for this kind of comp because we are running Stone Skin. Here we go. So we got the A3. Let's see what we can do against this Islan. Pop 98k and then block revive. Super nice. I don't know. Super nice. No ensnare or anything like that. So he's not getting boosted damage from his passive. But yeah, his A3 hits pretty good. I mean, we got some pretty good gear on him, but from what we can see, he hits pretty nice. All right, let's see how well he does against this team. He's not going to be very good against Marius because of the turn meter stuff, but if we kill Marius, then that's a different story. So let's kill Marius. Pop, 115, everybody's ensnared, and we get sheep. So this is something that's going to be a bit of a trouble spot for him because he can sheep himself with the debuffs that he lands. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit on the annoying side. I'm not going to lie about that. All right, so we got his turn back. So here we're going to have him do his buff steal. We're going to have him try to steal the block damage buff, and then we'll push back the turn meter. It might actually just kill them outright. So let's see how well this A2 performs without the Perfect Veil. Yep, it's just going to kill them outright. So we steal the block damage buff, and then we end up killing them off. So his AoE seems to be pretty good as well. Let's jump in and test against this team here. So they do have an Empress. Empress, a little bit of a tankier target. And a Marichka here as well. Let's see how well we do. Come in here, we lock them out. You get resisted from the Marichka, it's kind of okay. Okay, so plus attack. Let's see if we can kill this Empress. Let's see if we can do it. 1 time speed. No stone skin, but we'll ignore shields. Pop, 186,000 damage. Oh my lords. We have good gear on him. We have lethal set and a cat's gaze. So it's obviously fitted out to do good damage, but that is pretty significant amounts of damage there. 1 shot, block revive, and now we're just chilling like a villain. We're just gonna wait, circle back here. I want to try to steal some of these buffs if it's possible. Let's see if we can steal this magma shield. Let's see. In the process, kill off some stuff. How about it? 1 time speed, steal the magma shield, and then kill stuff. 45k hit on the Fabian per hit, I think. And then he's also going to get some extra damage from his passive as well. So far, I mean, so far it looks pretty good in terms of overall damage. I really like it. I mean, he has the option to one-shot snipe somebody, which is really, really nice. All right, let's test against this tankier team here. He has a couple of resistance champions, so the Fabian's not going to work out too well. But let's see if we can block revive somebody here with Edward. Okay, plus attack. Now we get the A3. Let's target the Freya, because the Freya is going to protect. I don't know which one has higher crit damage, but Freya is going to protect one of them. So let's go with the A3, 1 time speed, and pop through stone skin, 96,000 hit, block revive. So nice. So nice and so nasty. So nasty there. If he gets to go first, oh my goodness, he just shuts down one champion completely dead. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I mean, you know, you gotta admit, it does feel pretty strong. It does feel pretty strong. All right, so now we got an irresistible steal, so buff steal, and turn meter pushback, right? And then the sleep. Let's see how well this performs. Pop, pop. So we stole the magma shield. Nope, we didn't steal the magma shield. Sorry, the second hit triggered a magma shield. And then Nice missed his turn because he fell asleep. Now that is pretty good. Finish him off. Dead. Pop, pop, pop. He's dead. Yeah, really, really good. Especially when he gets to go first. You have the power to kill off one champion. That's absolutely amazing. Let's try our luck against this team. Obviously, this team looks pretty scary. Maybe we can kill one of them off. Let's see if this can happen. Team looks very scary. Some of the top meta mythical champions around. Okay, A3. Who do we want? Can we kill this Marichka? I'm curious. Can we kill this Marichka? And what happened there? Something happened. She took like literally no damage. Amazing. What the heck happened there? Do you guys see that? You have to tell me your secret. Your Marichka takes no damage? Maybe some kind of relic? But wow. That was very interesting. Let's see that again. I mean, she has Stone Skin, but he can go through Stone Skin, right? So his A3 will ignore Stone Skin. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, Heinous Protection. Heinous Protection. Who's protecting her? I have no idea what heinous protection is. You guys let me know in the comments below. That's probably some kind of relic, in my opinion. I have no idea what that means. Heinous protection. Never ever seen that before. Nobody here has a passive that can protect her, right? Like Theodosa? I don't think so. I don't think she has heinous protection. That did just trigger there. Heinous protection. Maybe it's something from Theodosa. Okay, let's take care of her then. Pop. She's dead. 142k. And shut you down. Let's trigger you. Let's see what happens when you get triggered. Oh, dead instantly. The multi-hits from the A1 took care of business there. Okay, now we gotta send the block revive again into the Marichka. That'll be nice. See if we can do it. Or we can steal some stuff. Let's steal some stuff. Let's see what happens. I know we might trigger Siegfried here, but who cares? Oh, double hit. Took care of business. Okay, okay. Stole his block damage. 2-turn block damage. Took care of business. Pretty nuts. I gotta say, that's pretty nuts. We'll save the lockdown ability. Plus attack. I'll just A1 you. You're dead. Alright. Weak hit against nice. Feel bad, man. Kill you off. Okay, now. Edward versus Nice. And between the eyes. Let's go. Between the eyes. And 65k only. That's definitely not enough. Oh my goodness. I might not have had increased attack, I feel like. There we go. There we go. Stop you for a turn. Yeah, I don't have increased attack anymore. Weekend gets applied here. There's increased attack. Locked out. Dead. All right. I mean, some really tough champions here. I really don't know what Heinous Protector is. Let me just take a quick look. Okay, so it was a passive from Theodosa. Heinous Protection. Every 7 turns, equalize the HP of all allies. HP levels of all allies will be brought to the average level of the team. Allies will receive 1% less damage for every 2% of HP lost. Stacks up to 25% if there are multiple. This effect will not duplicate, blah, blah, blah. So I have still no idea how Marichka basically took no damage. Yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below. I rarely see these kind of interactions happen. So it's, yeah, it's very interesting to learn something new. And now let's have a test against a turtle-ish team. Let's see what we can do. Edward should be pretty good against this matchup because he can steal Leonardo's buffs. He steal his Stone Skin. And he can go through the Stone Skin, which is really, really good. So, all right, let's pop somebody here. We'll pop. Donnie's going to protect somebody. So this is actually not good. So Donnie can protect people. Maybe we'll go for the AoE. Let's try to steal a Stone Skin then. Okay, so we do kill some stuff. Steal some stuff. We did kill the Reviver, so that's kind of all we really need. And now we can save the A3 and try to pop Leo through his Stone Skin. All right, A3. Here it comes through the Stone Skin. Pop. Block revive. 129k. There we go. Not too bad. He's going to do pretty good against the turtle team because then he can strip them of their buffs and he can kill through the Stone Skin. Pretty good. I like it. I like it. Edward, you're performing pretty well. I was hearing some bad things about this guy because his kit seemed so good and people were saying that his multipliers were definitely on the lower side, but to me, it seems totally okay. Seems like he's performing pretty good against some pretty tough competition and definitely seems very okay. Now, what we could do is try to take him in against Scratch's team, which is really, really insane. Like this is platinum level team, right? So let's see how well we can do. I don't even think I can lock out this team. So And for sure, Fabian's going to die because Taras is going to one-shot him. We might need to bring a different team to actually stand a chance here. He dies instantly, 144k right away. No waiting. But our goal is to one-shot this Taras. Can we do it? I don't think so, but let's see. Oh my god, it actually did it. 110k block revive on the Taras. Oh my goodness, it actually happened. That's insane. That's actually insane. Okay, our lightning cage protected us from getting our veil stripped off, but then we did get stunned here. Yeah, pretty nasty stuff. Nasty team. But hey, as a damage test, we actually did it against that Taras. It's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. Okay, we do have this block active here, which is a little bit annoying, but I would like to test it against this Nice, but I think the Nice is going to kind of like outpace us. He's just growing, right? He's just getting stronger every turn. So we're probably going to lose the opportunity to kill this Nice pretty soon here. Whoa, look at this. What is happening? How come his AI is so good? His AI is so good. A1, couple Termia pushbacks, nothing too crazy. I don't think I'm going to get another opportunity here to kill that Nice. Let's do this fight again, and then let's try to target the Nice and just do a damage test here against the Nice. I was not expecting Taras to die there, so okay, let's see. All right, through the Stone Skin. Stone Skin's still on, so we're gonna need Edward to go through the Stone Skin. Can he do it to trigger Nice? Boom, 241,000. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Insanity. That's a pretty massive hit. I mean, the only thing that makes sense is if the Nice doesn't have any gear or something. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense. I mean, he's got 811 team power here. That's probably close. That's probably in line. But yeah, what a smack there. And it did show 100k damage from the Edward against Nice. So Nice has 101k HP. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, Edward, I'm impressed. I like it. I'm not just really hyping him up. I have him in good gear, but I'm fighting some pretty good competition. And he's performing really, really well. This A3, like I said, I heard that it wasn't performing good, but to me, it works really, really good. There wasn't too many things stopping this from killing a champion of my choice, pretty much. It goes through Stone Skin, it goes through Shield, goes through block damage. Those are really, really like annoying protection buffs. You know, if you throw in Unkillable here, that's the quadfecta, I guess. And then his AoE ability is really good too. It steals, and it's an irresistible steal with the Termia pushback. Again, irresistible. As long as he's under Veil, it's irresistible. And then the sleep. The sleep's not super important, but it could cause the enemy to miss a turn, which would be amazing. Yeah, it's just a little bit of extra insurance that way. His A1, it performed really good. Like if you can get this working perfectly, it's a big Termia pushback, 75%, right, on 3 hits. And it's basically irresistible if he's under Veil as well. And his Enfeeble, we don't really see the benefits of it, but he does get a damage boost, and then the enemies don't get the turn meter boost effects anymore. So for Edward here, I think he could be somebody's main damage dealer. He's really good. He suffers from not having any kind of extra turn mechanic, but both of his abilities on a 3-turn cooldown is very reasonable. And he does not really have any way to survive, but he does have Veil, which is really good. And that's probably the biggest knock against him, is that he has no way of surviving, you know, the first hit. So if you don't go first, you're probably in a jam, but that's probably the case for like 99% of most champions anyways. And we do have some pretty good gear on him. Cat's Gaze. Not everyone's going to have a Cat's Gaze, but you just put a damage dealing relic on him. And then we have, you know, obviously the lethal set. You can go for Savage set. You can probably even go Merciless set if you're running Necrit. or even, a bolster set champion to kind of give him additional shields. You could even run, Merciless. I was thinking Merciless Impulse would be kind of interesting because Impulse could give you, first of all, some extra speed, and then second of all, a chance to reset one of the skills, which can be really, really good. Both his skills are really strong. Sorry, not reset, but reset one turn. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm interested in Edward. I hope that he's going to be a guarantee sometime during this collab. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Edward, about this showcase. Do you guys think his damage is up to par? Would you guys use him if you guys picked him up? Thanks so much for watching until the end. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help me out. Appreciate your time. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.